a view high above our broadcast, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference.
And you know, for the Hornets, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a... said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule. But veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's McGee in at the center. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Now here's Rozier. Monk for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Here are the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really loved their aggressiveness.
Here's Rozier following the basket by JaVale McGee. To the middle. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. James finds McGee. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. LeBron drives in again, Los Angeles.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Rozier against Rondo. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Shoots over McGee. A nice shot by Zeller. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McGee, the pass to Davis. He kicks it to James. Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Pass to Bridges. Zeller against McGee. Now here's Zeller. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Rozier missing. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Timberwolves.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Anthony Davis. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Rozier against Rondo. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Clock is at 3. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Rondo dishes to James. Puts it up from 15. And he can't bank that one in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
When you watch the Hornets play, you can expect a very controlled game.
Yeah, you know, they don't push too much and make silly mistakes. Fantastic when it comes to minimizing turnovers, controlling the pace. They've been one of the best teams at keeping turnovers down since 2014.
Now, here's Rozier. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Monk. In the corner, it's Bridges. And stolen by James. Count it. LeBron's got 6 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Zeller. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And, Kevin, that's exactly why you can't give Monk a lane to the bucket. I mean, he explodes towards the rim to throw it down with real vigor.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Back to Rozier. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. And it's good for 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
James outside. The pass to McGee. Floats it up for Davis. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 5th on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Rozier, the pass to Monk. Back to Rozier. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Rondo. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Down low, McGee. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 6 points for JaVale McGee.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Lakers leading by 11. James kicks to Rondo. Pass to McGee. Davis against Hernan Gomez. Clock at 6. James finds Davis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now, here's Monk. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. Here's Bridges. Lays it up off the glass. Bridges has got his second bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's LeBron. He had 31 points in the win against Utah.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And Batum kicks to Hernan Gomez. Batum against Green. Batum passes to Zeller. For 3, Bridges. And that one is off. James with some nice D. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Had the space there, but it's offline. Hornets trail by 13.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Now Batum following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Caldwell Pope against Batum. And stolen by Cousins. They get a hand on it. Howard dishes to Bradley. Back to Howard. Passes it to Cousins. Kuzma outside. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now here's Williams. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Monk following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kid Gilchrist against Bradley. Here's Monk. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Monk. Poked loose. Here's the break. Here's Howard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Free throw no good for Howard.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now Batum, after the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Monk, guarded by Kuzma. Kidd-Gilchrist finds Williams. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Sizing up the defense and burning them in the pick and roll. Williams doing a nice job recognizing what was available.
It's stolen by Monk. The feed to Biyombo and stolen by Cousins. Bradley, that's for two, and he gets it to go from the corner. And the Lakers lead by 16.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second chance buckets are killing it.
And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Critical that Kidd-Gilchrist works more on this. When he's nailing it from deep, everything else gets easier.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Cousins. Biyombo with the block.
Excellent timing by Biyombo and an impressive vertical, too. He's a good shot blocker because of that.
So it's the Lakers now. Bounce pass Howard, Cousins, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Bradley in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kidd-Gilchrist.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Washington's checked in for Williams. Now here's Cousins. Covered by Biyombo. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the night.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Over in the corner, Batum. Kuzma against Kid Gilchrist. And the shot goes in. Kid Gilchrist has got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Here's Kuzma. After the basket by Charlotte. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Kuzma can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 8.
And James Borrego, in his second year as head coach, wants an offense that relies on quick decision-making. They are looking to attack defenses early.
And, you know, that kind of offense, Greg, is one that's not easy to put into place. You've got to trust the players, and the players have to trust each other, and the players have to make good decisions. It's a steep learning curve, but I really think it's the ideal way to play once you get it all ironed out.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. The ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
And it's Rozier missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint, here's Biyombo. That shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. They break it out 5-on-3. Bradley, no one around him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Now, here's Biyombo. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
The first one falls.
You know, one area of strength for the Hornets, guys, is their bench. I mean, got a ton of minutes from the second unit. And that unit rewarded them with solid contributions last season.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Howard. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The depth of Charlotte, Clark, one of the better benches in the league.
And you take a look at that roster, guys, and it makes sense. They've collected a ton of players that can help out over the years, and the depth of the bench on this team should be a strength, I think, for years to come.
Now here's Rondo. Trying to get open is Davis. Rondo, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Now Bridges. Here's Washington. Kicks to Kid Gilchrist. 5 to shoot. Rozier the pass to Bridges. Count that one. Bridges has got 6.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Rondo finds James. Shoots from the line. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
James looking it over. Here's Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
That one misses for Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And here is LeBron. 10 points for him. Knocked away. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Rondo passes to LeBron. Here's Cousins. Zeller grabs the board. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. James misses.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the inside, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Charlotte making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The drive by James. Here's Davis. Goes up again. That shot misses. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's Rozier. He's got 5. Hernan Gomez. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game. Monk's checked in for Charlotte. The Lakers in the lead. Rondo with the ball. And the pass to James for the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Excels at driving to the basket. Bridges making the D get physical with him when he penetrates.
Well, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup, Clark. Miles Bridges is going to make some plays.
Well, I love his rugged quality he has, guys. I mean, he can guard anybody at the 3 or 4 spot. Doesn't mind going up against guys that are bigger. Everybody knows about his athletic ability and dunking it, but he's got more in his package than that.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
I tell you, Bridges, you see the athleticism, the improving skill set, and the instincts are coming along.
And they pick up 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Hornets call time here.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Williams, he's checked in for Washington.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here's Zeller, and the rejection by Cousins.
And you got to be careful with Cousins around. His shot blocking can be a factor.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock, and that one good. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
James against Williams. Shoots off the step back. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You take a look at Green. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. And the dunk by LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Monk. Inside, it's stolen by Rondo. Bridges with the steal. Here's Monk. Finished off the break. Monk's got his third basket of the night.
And Monk is fantastic in fast break situation. Knows exactly where to go and what to do.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas. Green against Bridges. Passes it to Monk. Here's Hernan Gomez. Back to Monk. Over Davis. The shot by Monk is no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turns a simple jumper into a tough one.
Bridges against Green. Down low, and stolen by Cousins. And there's Green on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 8. Outside Williams. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Cousins inside. He's covered by Zeller. Now Cousins. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And good that time.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Monk. He has 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
The Hornets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the free throw, no good.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Hornets trail by 5. Batum dishes to Monk. 58 seconds left in the first half. No good from Hernangomez.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside Bradley. Pass to Cousins. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Hornets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Free throw good. Nicholas Batum.
You know, Nick Batum, out of France, taken 25th in the 2008 draft. If there was a redo, he's a lottery pick.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Bradley off the drive. Biyombo with the block. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Here's Bradley. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Bradley. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers on top. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebound as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crash the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hornets trail by 5. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Hernan Gomez out there with Bridges, and it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Monk. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to LeBron. Fades. Count it. James has got 18 points in the game.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode. Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
Now, here's Rozier. They get it back. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
That one drops for him.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Here's Rozier following the basket by LeBron James. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Los Angeles leading by 5. And here's Rondo. Passes to Davis. Over Hernan Gomez. That one a little long.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Rozier, the pass to Monk. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Hernan Gomez kicks to Bridges. To the middle, stolen by McGee. LeBron with it. Bridges covering. And the dunk by James.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
At the elbow, Zeller. To the paint, here's Bridges. And the rejection by James. No good from Hernan Gomez.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up, because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
James kicks to Rondo. McGee, the pass to Davis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The drive by LeBron. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Free throw good, James.
Guys, you know, last season the Hornets coming up short at the end. They were right in the hunt, but finished 9th in the East. Really was a solid season for them, but they were hoping for a return to the playoffs.
Charlotte calls timeout. And Clark, the Hornets, the 9th seed, as you mentioned, they were in it until the end.
And, you know, guys, Charlotte has only made the playoffs once since returning to the Hornets moniker. Thought it might be their year last year. I'm not sure of the direction of the team currently.
Now, here's Rozier. 5 points in the game.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Davis finds James. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Washington. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
This is why Kid Gilchrist is out here. I mean, to be a pest and a problem on defense and to come up with steals.
Lakers leading by 4. Outside Rondo. McGee, the pass to Davis. Dishes to LeBron. Back to Davis. Goes up on the wing. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. The pass to Kid Gilchrist. Rebound the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And it's good, 2 points. Rozier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Back to Davis. McGee trying to break free. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by LeBron. 10 points for Davis.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Lakers leading by 9. Pass to LeBron. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Rozier. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. And it's Batum in for Bridges. Poked away and stolen by Kuzma. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Washington. And it's sent back by Howard. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Defended by Batum. Here's the three. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Howard with it. Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Washington. Banked in off the glass.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. With the floater, and no problem from Bradley as he finishes at the rim. Bradley's got 6 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Bradley against Rozier. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Rozier for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Okay, changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things. Incidents on the floor or off the floor.
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Avery Bradley.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You look at a player like Bismack Biyombo, and I love his presence in the paint, a real rim protector, because he's not only got length, but he's also got jumping ability and some girth as well.
That free throw missing. And with Biyombo, the length of his arms, Clark, helps him with that great rim protection.
Yeah, you know, I agree. It's a blend of length and strength, guys. He can be a boulder on the block, a rugged physical presence there, and hard to move when he gets anchored in.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Hornets trail by 10. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 9. The shot's good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. Good. 14 points for Davis.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And the Hornets call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Charlotte making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Washington. And it's Malik Monk in for Rozier. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Monk, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Got to do more to stop Kid Gilchrist. I mean, when he's cutting inside, he does a nice job fending off defenders.
Biyombo with the block. Caldwell Pope, it doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Batum. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Kid Gilchrist, such a great athlete. Very hard to contain him without fouling.
The Hornets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First one falls for him. And the Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
And Kid Gilchrist drops them both.
And, you know, Michael Kid Gilchrist is a superior defender. If he can develop his offensive game, I think he's got star potential.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And a wide open look for Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Batum finds Biyombo. Back to Batum. Over Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers leading by 6. There's the 3. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Monk. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Caldwell Pope, and that one is hammered home.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
Batum against Caldwell Pope. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Monk, the pass to Williams. And stolen by Kuzma. Pull-up jumper. Again, Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and Davis sends it back. It's stolen by Monk. No good. Great D that time from Davis. Los Angeles leading by 12. To the middle. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Lakers shooting straight 49% from the field. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Howard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Green against Williams. 4 on the clock. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Los Angeles. Monk dishes to Batum. Back to Monk. He feeds it to Williams. Shoots over Kuzma. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. It's rebounded by Rondo. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Now Rondo. Here's Howard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here is Williams. Batum for 3. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And stolen by Cousins. Right side Rondo. The shot from 20 feet away. And he nails the jumper. And the Lakers lead by 20.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Hernan Gomez trying to break free. The shot by Monk is no good. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And it's Bridges in for Williams. Now the pass to McGee. He tries for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
And that one falls for Bridges. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Lakers leading by 18. Rondo finds McGee. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Offensive rebound, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Batum scanning the floor. Monk with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Rondo. Sweet little floater. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. 6 to shoot. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That free throw good from Batum.
I'll tell you what, time is moving on now. When you think about Nick Batum, has been in the league a decade now. Wow. Throughout his career, this guy's been consistent in terms of his versatility and production.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And with Batum, Clark, that versatility is what makes him so great.
Well, you know, if you need him to score, he can. If you need him to create and rebound, he can do that too. He's just a very versatile player. It seems like every season Batum is able to plug in and play a different role and do it at a high level.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Rondo looking around. Pass to McGee. Over Zeller. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Outside, Batum. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Hernangomez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hernangomez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Passes it to Zeller. Now, here's Rozier. Here's Hernangomez. He's covered by Rondo. Zeller trying to free himself up. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hernangomez. The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Green, the pass to Kuzma. And McGee kicks to Rondo. The three. He can't get that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Batum. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They grab their own miss. McGee finds Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. LeBron, no luck. Hornets trail by 9. Right side, Batum. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Monk's checked in for Nicholas Batum. LeBron against Bridges. It's stolen by Green. And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 11. James, the pass to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Ring shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Rozier against Rondo. And it's Rozier missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for James.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rozier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. That's good from Rozier. Both good from the line that time. Lakers leading by 13. Pass to Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 9th assist in the game now. And here is Rozier. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Rozier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to James. Now Davis. And he lobs it up, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Rondo. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
He's off on the first.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. Here's Hernan Gomez. Zeller trying to free himself up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. James outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, he is going to the line, but that's not a bad play by the defense. I mean, you just can't let LeBron run free. I think you're always better off making him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And the Hornets call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy plays, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thank you, David. Clock at 4. Hernan Gomez, that's a two-pointer. And the shot no good, a bit short. Lakers leading by 15. LeBron right side, trying to get open is Davis, and he gets the bucket. LeBron's got 38 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Rozier, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one. Hornets trail by 15. Monk with the ball. Passes it to Rozier. Back to Monk. Now Rozier. This one for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Dudley. Bacon. And the Hornets miss again. Caruso looking for an opening. LeBron outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.